Alright, so today's topic, we are now going to calculate the order of a reaction. Right? We had classified the reactions into zero order, first order and second order. Okay, and we also discussed that order is what? It is experimentally determined powers of each concentration in the rate law expression. So that what order was. Now when we had given in the previous lecture, in the previous class, we had taken many graphs, है ना, लिए थे ना बहुत सारे. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर का किस तरह से बन रहा है, सेकंड का कैसे बन रहा है, थर्ड का कैसे बन रहा है, जीरो ऑर्डर का कैसे बन रहा है. So we had given graphical representations, and with the help of those graphs, we were manipulating or we were calculating the order of the reaction. But the only drawback which the scientists or we face while calculating the order of a reaction through graphical method is that over there we can only calculate the order of a reaction where one type of reactant is present. If more than one type of reactant is present, we are not able to calculate the order of a reaction. For that, we have to use this method, which is known as the initial rate method. Generally, what we do in initial rate method is, this is again a totally experimental data, experimentally verified or calculated method. And for that, what we do is that we take the ratios of rates at different times. Okay, so in this initial rate method, the order of the reaction is manipulated according to the data of the rate and the concentrations given. Clear? So this is a very easy and a very you can say accurate method to calculate the order of the reaction. We will explain it with the help of an example. We are taking the experimental data, right? We are taking the experimental data for the reaction. We have been given a reaction 2A plus B2 to give 2AB. This is the reaction given to us, right? And the experimental data we have recorded 3 readings over here. This is concentration of A, this is concentration of B, and with that we calculate the rate. Okay. Now when the concentration of A, that is 0.50, okay, and the concentration of B, that is also 0.50, the rate of the reaction is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 4. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद जब A becomes equal to 0.50, B becomes equal to 1.00, then in that case the rate of the reaction given to us is 3.2 into 10 raised to power minus 4, right? And then when the concentration of A becomes equal to 1 and the concentration of B2 becomes equal to 1, इसका भी concentration is same. Okay, then the rate of the reaction that is given as 3.2 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Right? Now when we are looking at the data, what we can say over here is that when the concentration of A is same, right? The rate over here, that is becoming double. When the concentration of A is same, the rate over here is becoming double. Okay? And when the concentration of B is same, the rate also does not change. The rate also is the same. Keeping this in mind, what we can say over here is that the rate of the reaction that can be given as K is equal to, rate is equal to K into concentration of A0 into B. That means that the rate is independent of the concentration of A, whereas the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of B. This can also be done by taking the ratio. Okay, so when we are taking the ratio of this, We take the ratio, first of all, we will take the ratio over here, where 0.50 and 0.50 that is equal to same. And when the rate is changing over here, then the concentration of B is changing over here, then the rate is becoming double. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी concentration को क्या हो रहा है? It is increasing 2 times, 0.50 into 2 that is equal to 1.0. ठीक है? So because this is also increasing 2 times and this is also increasing 2 times, therefore it is directly proportional to the concentration of P. But when we are talking of A, over here the concentration of A that is 0.50, over here the concentration of A that is equal to 1. But when we are looking at the rates do not change. Therefore, the rate is independent of the concentration of A. Okay? So we say that rate is equal to K into concentration of A raised to power 0 because it is independent of the concentration of A and is equal to concentration of B. So this is how we can calculate. So we say that rate with respect to A that is equal to 0. ठीक है? And rate with respect to B that is equal to 1. So the total order of the reaction, because order with respect to A is 0 over here and order with respect to B is 1 over there, so total order that will be equal to 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay? So this is the initial rate method to calculate order of the reaction. Clear? फिर उसके बाद the order of the reaction also depends upon rate mechanism. ठीक है? हमने पढ़ा था कि rate mechanism का मतलब कि जो slowest step होगा in any mechanism that is going to be the rate determining step. Right? Like for example, if we are taking into consideration a reaction 2NO plus Br2 to give 2NOBr. This is our reaction. When we are looking at the mechanism of the reaction that is in the first step NO combines with Br2 to give us NOBr2. ठीक है? And in the second step it is NOBr2 plus NO to give us 2NOBr. This is a fast reaction and this is a slow reaction. So if we are looking at the overall reaction over here, overall reaction that is going to be equal to what? NOBr2 and NOBr2 gets cancelled over here. We have NO plus NO, that is 2NO plus Br2 to give us 2NOBr. ठीक है? Now when we are looking at the mechanism of the reaction, the rate of the reaction should be given according to the slow step. So rate according to this should be given as K into concentration of NOBr2 into concentration of NO. ठीक है? But as you can see that in the overall reaction there is no NOBr2 present. Okay? So concentration of NOBr2 that is given as what? In the overall reaction there is no NOBr2 present. Na? So we say that the concentration of NOBr2 that is given as what? That is given as concentration of into concentration of Br2. And let's say that this is K dash. Okay? And over here we are putting K double dash. Right? Now taking into consideration both of these, what do we get? The rate that should be equal to, put the value of NO, concentration of NOBr2 from here. So we will have rate is equal to K dash into K double dash into concentration of NO into concentration of Br2 into concentration of NO. ठीक है? Now Kk dash that is equal to the rate, total rate constant. So rate that will become equal to K into concentration of NO का square, concentration of Br2. So the order of this reaction that is going to be equal to 3. 2 with respect to NO and 1 with respect to Br2. Right? So we are talking of order of reactions over here. Let's study in detail each type of order of reaction. So first we will go on to zero order reaction. Okay? Understood? Okay. So what do we have over here? The next is reactions of various orders. Reactions of various orders. The first one, that is zero order reaction. Now what is zero order reaction? Zero order reaction means that the rate is independent of the concentration of the reactant, which means that rate does not depend upon the concentration of the reactants. For example, if we have this reaction A2 products, zero order reaction means that rate is equal to K into concentration of A raised to power naught. ठीक है? Okay. Now in this case, if we want to take the this rate in the differential equation which we had done when we started the chapter, so over here we can say that minus dA upon dt, that is equal to K into concentration of A naught. Okay. Now let's find out the integrated expression, which is generally used for numerical purposes. Integrated expression for zero order reaction, taking into consideration equation number 1. ठीक है? So integrating both sides, what will we get? Minus d into concentration of A. Let's take this dt that side. A naught over here has no significance at all. So minus dA, that is equal to k dt. ठीक है? और minus dA if you are taking the differential equation. So minus A, that is going to be equal to kT plus I. Right, where I, that is the integration constant. Okay, now let's say that at time t is equal to 0, the concentration of the reactant is taken as A naught. ठीक है? So at time t is equal to 0, this equation will become minus A naught, that is equal to kT will become equal to 0 over here. Because time is 0, so k into t, that is going to be equal to 0. So minus E naught, that becomes equal to I. ठीक है? Substituting the value of I in the second equation. We will substitute the value of I from here in the second equation. We will have minus concentration of A, that is equal to kT minus concentration of A naught. ठीक है? Let's get A naught on that side. So we have A naught minus concentration of A, that is equal to kT. So this is the integrated rate law expression for zero order reaction. Right? So if we are talking of zero order reaction, we say there are certain photochemical reactions which behave as zero order. For example, combination of H2 and Cl2 in presence of H nu to give 2HCl. This behaves as a zero order reaction because the order that is independent of concentration of both hydrogen and chlorine. So the rate of this that can be expressed as K into concentration of H2 raised to power 0, concentration of Cl2 raised to power 0. ठीक है? Similarly, decomposition of N2O. Decomposition of N2O, that is NO2 plus half O2, right? So यहाँ पे भी the rate that is independent of concentration of N2O. So we can represent it as K into concentration of N2O raised to power 0. Clear? So when we are looking at the characteristics of zero order reaction, the unit of zero order reaction. Please remember that this is another factor by which you can, this is a very important point, that the unit of the rate constant, that is also going to help us to manipulate the order of the reaction, because the unit of rate constant depends upon order of reaction. Okay, so let's derive the unit of K for zero order reaction. ठीक है? So let's go back to this expression over here, minus dA upon dt, that is equal to K into A naught. ठीक है? So we have minus dA upon dt, that is equal to K into concentration of A naught. A naught has no significance. The units of concentration, that is going to be moles per liter, and concentration of time, the unit of time, that is second inverse. So whenever the value of K is given to you in the question, that this is the value of K, moles per liter per second, what is the order of the reaction? Then you have to manipulate the order of the reaction on the basis of the units of rate constant. ठीक है? So if the units of rate constant is given to you as moles per liter per second, then that means it is zero order reaction. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद let's go on to the first order reaction. First order reaction. Right? Now what is first order reaction? Same, we are taking a hypothetical reaction, A to give us products. ठीक है? So the rate of the above reaction, that will be given as what? K into concentration of A raised to power 1, because it is a first order reaction. Now let's take the differential rate equation over here. So we will have minus dA upon dt, that is equal to K into concentration of A. In order to get the integrated rate law expression, we have to integrate these terms. So we get the like terms together. We have minus d into concentration of A upon concentration of A, that is equal to K dt. Integrating on both sides, we will have minus d into concentration of A upon concentration of A, that is equal to K into dt. ठीक है? अब क्या कहते हैं उसको, integrating both sides, we've got this. Now in order to calculate this, what we will get is natural log of concentration of A, that is equal to Kt plus I, right? So let's say this is equation number 1. Okay, now at time t is equal to 0, concentration of A, that will become equal to A naught. Okay, so putting in the values, what will we get? Minus natural log of A naught, that is equal to, again K into 0 will become equal to 0. that is equal to I. ठीक है? Now putting the value of I in equation number 1, what will we get? We will get minus natural log of A, that is equal to KT minus natural log of A naught. Let's take A naught this side. So we have natural log of A naught minus natural log of A, that is equal to KT. ठीक है? Now this can also be written as natural log of A naught upon A, that is equal to KT. ठीक है? नेचुरल लॉग को लॉग्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. 2.303 log of 10 log base 10 concentration of that is equal to KT. So this is the integrated rate law expression which we are going to use for our numericals. ठीक है? Now let's say that the initial concentration of the reactant that is equal to A. ठीक है? And after time t, X of A gets dissociated. So what is the final concentration? That is equal to A minus X. So ये जो A minus X है, that is the left reactant, the reactant which is left behind. Okay, because in such numericals you generally get confused what has to be taken in the denominator over here. So this is the reactant which is left behind after dissociation. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे ये हमारे पास क्या आ जाएगा? 2.303 log of A upon A minus X, that is equal to KT. ठीक है? Axis कि कितना डिसोसिएट हुआ है, that is going to be X. Okay, so this is known as the kinetic equation for first order reaction. Clear? Now over here you have to remember that number 1, even if we are changing the units of concentration, like we can take moles per liter over here, or we can take decimeter cube or whatever the unit of concentration which we are taking over here, the value of K, that is not going to change. So the value of K over here, that is going to be unit independent. ठीक है? So whatever concentration आप ले रहे हो उसकी क्या कहते हैं उसको, concentration की कोई भी unit लोगे, value of K that will not change. ठीक है? Then what is going to be the half-life period of such reactions, for first order reactions? Half-life basically means what? Half-life period is the time when concentration of the reactant becomes half. ठीक है? So जब concentration half रह जाती है, मतलब half of the reactant has been consumed, then that is known as the half-life period. Now let's say that over here the value of A, that is equal to what? Initial concentration we are taking over here. ठीक है? So value of A हम लोग ले लेते हैं कितना? Alright, let's take the value of X as 0.5 A. X is 50% of A dissociated. So if we are taking X over here, let's say that X is equal to, if 50% dissociated, then 50 upon 100 into A. है ना? That is going to be X. Right? So ऊपर वाली equation फिर आपकी क्या आ जाएगी? That is going to be 2.303. Yeah, let's take total A minus X as 0.5A. Then it will come more accurate. So Kt that will be equal to, now over here T can be denoted by T half because it is the time when 50% of completion of the reaction has taken place, so half time. So Kt half that is equal to 2.303 log of A upon 0.5 minus A, sorry 0.5 A, ठीक है. So A और A cancel हो गया, 0.5 1 upon 0.5 that is equal to 2, ठीक है. So this will become equal to 2.303 log of 2. The value of log of 2 that is 0.3090. Therefore, this will become equal to 2.303 into 0.3010. ठीक है. So ये क्या आ जाता है हमारा Kt half that is equal to 0.693. When you multiply this, it comes to 0.693, or T half that is equal to 0.693 upon K. So this is the half-life period for first order reaction, and as you can see from the equation, it is independent of concentration of the reactants, right? So half-life period for first order reaction does not depend upon the concentration of the reactants. ठीक है? Clear? So let's go on to examples of first order. Examples of first order. The first example is decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Half of O2. So rate for this will be written as rate is equal to K into concentration of H2O2. ठीक है. सेकेंड हमारे पास है हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑफ एसीटोन. दिस इज अ सीडो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शन. हाइड्रोलिसिस रिएक्शन है, तो हमने पढ़ा था कि जो हाइड्रोलिसिस रिएक्शन होता है दैट इज अ सीडो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शन. ठीक है. Now there's another very important concept which we are going to take over here. कि if in case in the questions gases has been given, okay, so for that the pressure would be given to you. So instead of concentration, pressure is used, right? जैसे हम लोग ले रहे हैं क्या, ऊपर ले रहे हैं हम लोग concentration, initial concentration A, and below we are taking the final concentration. So over here also in the numerator you will take the initial pressure, and in the denominator you will take the final pressure. ठीक है. So let's just take an example over here. Like if pressure is given in gaseous reactions, then what is going to be the rate for first order reaction? Rate that is going to be equal to 2.P log of initial pressure P naught upon P naught minus X. ठीक है. Where P is the pressure of the reactant at the initial stage and P naught minus X that is the pressure at time t. ठीक है. P naught minus X that is the pressure at time t. Got it? Now let's say we have an hypothetical reaction over here. A to give us B plus C plus D. ठीक है. Now initially all are in gaseous state. Initially what is going to happen, that the pressure will be only due to P, only due to A, right? Because rest of the gases they are not formed. So at initial stage the pressure due to all these gases that is going to be equal to 0. At time t, we are saying that the pressure that becomes equal to what? P naught minus x, that is what we have written over here. So, at time t, the pressure is going to be P naught minus x. यहाँ पे x और यहाँ पे x. ठीक है? Now, what is going to be the P total at time t? That will be P naught minus x plus x plus x and plus x. ठीक है? So over here this and this gets cancelled. So this is how you need to find the P total. It will become equal to P naught plus 2x. It is not essential that the question will be given to you in a similar manner. There may be two products also. ठीक है? So but you have to calculate the P total in this manner. Is it clear? Okay. What is going to be the final pressure now? Once all the reaction is complete, then the final pressure that will be equal to the pressure due to A, that will now become equal to 0 because A has been totally consumed, and the pressure would be P naught and P naught, right? Because the pressure will be due to B, C and D. Have you understood? Okay. Now over here we are considering that, let's consider that over here there were different kind of moles. ठीक है? There are different kind of moles, A, B, C and D. All are different kind of moles. Okay. फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास क्या आ जाता है? After this, if we are taking an example, in which the number of mole of reactants that is equal to number of mole of products SOCl2 to give us SO2 plus Cl2. So over here you can see there is 1 mole of SO2 Cl2, 1 mole of SO2 and 1 mole of Cl2. So number of moles in this case, all they are going to be same. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या आ जाएगा? We are going to use a special equation. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log of initial pressure, which is represented by Pi, right, upon Pi minus P total. But this is only true if the number of moles in the reactants and products that is going to be same. If there are 1 number of moles over here, ठीक है, but यहाँ पे it would have been 2. So 1 and 2, then you have to use this method. You need to calculate P total by the above method. ठीक है? Have you understood? Okay. फिर उसके बाद, first, what do we understand by another term which is first order growth kinetics? What is first order growth kinetics? This method is generally used for population growth and bacteria multiplication. ठीक है? Population growth and bacteria multiplication. Now in this case, let's say that we have time and we have certain population. ठीक है? So we say that at time 0 the population that is equal to A. Now with time the population will grow, whereas when we were talking of reactants there was a decrease in reactants. ठीक है? So over here at time dt, let's say at a very small change in time, the population that becomes equal to A plus x. ठीक है? So over here dx upon dt, that will be directly proportional to A plus x, right? The rate will be directly proportional to the concentration as we have been doing. So over here we are just taking the population or the multiplication of bacteria. ठीक है? So we can also write that dx upon dt, that is equal equal to K into A plus X, right? And if we are getting the like terms together, we will get dx upon A plus X, that is equal to K dt, right? So solving this now, what we will get? Solving this, we will get K is equal to minus 2.303 upon T log of A upon A plus X. Instead of A minus X, what are we taking over here? We are taking A plus X. ठीक है? Clear हो गया? Alright. Now अगर हमें वॉल्यूम्स दे रखी है, we have a case study over here, कि हमें बोला है कि काइनेटिक्स कैलकुलेट करना है और हमें वॉल्यूम्स दे रखी है रिएजेंट्स की, इंस्टेड ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन एंड प्रेशर. हमने कंसंट्रेशन कर ली, फिर उसके बाद हमने प्रेशर भी कर लिया. अब हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं अगर हमें वॉल्यूम्स दी है. सो वॉल्यूम्स में हमारे पास K आ जाएगा 2.303 into T log of V infinity minus V0 upon V infinity minus VT. So let's understand कि ये terms क्या क्या है. V infinity is the volume used at infinite time. This will be given to you in the question. ठीक है? So V infinity is the volume at infinite time. V0, that is the volume used at zero time, and Vt is the volume used at टाइम t. ठीक है? ना अगर हमें V0 नहीं दिया है, अगर V0 नहीं दिया तो ऊपर वाली इक्वेशन फिर क्या आ जाएगी? K is equal to 2.303 upon T log of V0 is not given to us, V infinity upon V infinity minus Vt. This is if V0 or V0 is not given to us. Second, if V infinity is not given to us. ठीक है? तो अगर V infinity हमें नहीं दे रखी होगी तो ऊपर वाला क्या हो जाएगा? K is equal to 2.303 upon T log of V infinity is not given to us, V0 upon Vt. V0 upon Vt. ठीक है? Is it clear? So this is our first order reaction. Now in this chapter we are left with second order reaction and a lot of questions. We have to discuss at least 20 questions from this chapter, so that because from this chapter one numerical definitely comes. Okay, so we will do a lot of questions after the completion of our second order and we go to the next chapter, then surface chemistry. ठीक है?